Hello everyone. It is nearly a new month, which means a new TBR. And this month we're going to switch things up a bit and I'm going to let you guys choose what I read. So what I'm going to do is basically, Sara Carolli does this on her channel quite a lot and I find it really interesting to see, can my followers pick up on what books I've picked or will they screw me over? So I have picked 10 books and I'm going to do 2 in each. So we're going to do 5 books for the month of May because I'm currently reading the Boys at Hammond series again. So I want to be able to have that on my TBR automatically. So I'm going to let you guys pick 5 books that I read. I'm going to post them onto my Instagram stories. I'm going to have them blurred out so that they won't know what they are. Leave it for 24 hours, come back, and then we'll see what books you guys chose. So let's go. So it's been 24 hours since I let you guys pick my TBR and ye did not disappoint. And so I have my coffee, I have the results, I have the books, so let's get into it. So the first, if you saw, I did the emojis. Some of them are really hard to do because some of them I knew nothing about and other ones I based off the cover, some of them I based off the story. So if you didn't get them, I'd have been confused as well. So the first one was like a playing card, not a playing card, but like the spade or the club and a plane. And the other one was like a couple and a school. I'll include the pictures up here for you to see so you can see it. So the one on the right in the photo was normal people and the one on the left was wild cards. I've had both these on my TBR for a really, really long time. We have Wildcard, which is the last book in the Rose Hill Ranch series. It follows Bash and... is it Genevieve? I feel like I always forget her name. Or is it Gwen? Yeah, Gwen. And I did that the last time as well and I said Genevieve. Yeah. So, Gwen and Bash. It's an age gap romance. And it's also her ex-boyfriend's dad. I don't know how I feel about that personally. But... that's what we have for Wildcard. And then Normal People is about Connell and Marianne and it follows them from secondary school into college and just the lives of normal people. And Normal People won with a resounding 61%. I genuinely thought people were going to see Wildcard, like see the playing card in the plane and know it was Wildcard and pick that. But y'all pick Normal People. You're really out for me. And that's like, it's really what I wanted to read because I've put it off for so long. And I just feel like it gives spring, summer vibes. So the first one on the TBR is Normal People by Sally Rooney. And I could not be happier that that is the first book on the TBR. Then the next one. On the right, we had like a writing and like lips. And then on the other side, I had a love heart and the sea. So the 2 books for that were Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy, and I just did it because of the lips here and because I think he's like her creative writing teacher, so that's why I did that. And then Everything to the Sea, I just know it's a love story and because of the sea in the title, that's why I picked that. And like the cover doesn't give much to go on because it's a proof, so I don't know what the cover is going to look like, so I did the best I could, guys. I promise I did the best I could. So these were the 2 that you were choosing between with those emojis. And Everything to the Sea actually won. I was surprised. I thought Half His Age would win, but Everything to the Sea won with 56% to 44%. So not that big a difference compared to Normal People and Wildcard. But the second book up on our TBR is Everything to the Sea. This story follows Jane and Kenji, that they grew up in Hawaii. Everything else about their lives is different. They fall in love, but then everything falls apart. There's like a tsunami, and then 7 years later they collide again and find that the past isn't always in the past. So I'm very excited to have this on the TBR. So that's our first 2. The third one, and I'm so shocked with this one, to be honest, because of the emojis I used specifically. Sorry, I'm just going to take a sip of my coffee. The first ones I used was a love heart and a wine glass for the left side. And then on the right side, I used a wolf and a knife. Because if you don't know by that, I chose between Dire Bound and Loved One. Because I saw Sara Carolli reading Loved One recently and I just really wanted to read it. I genuinely know nothing about it, but this cover is everything. I love the light yellow with the dark blue and the dark red. I find it really aesthetic. And then Dire Bound, because Fury Bound is coming out, I really wanted to have it on my TBR. I saw everyone getting arcs of it and I was like, I need to find out what this hype is about because people were so buzzing for the arcs. So I don't know how I feel about wolves and all that, but what do you guys think? Go on. So basically I genuinely thought that Dire Bound was going to win based on the emojis, but there's not that big a difference. It was 55% to Loved One and 45% to Dire Bound, so Loved One is going to be on the TBR. We have a lot of romance so far. I'm hoping to... I'm saying that knowing that there's more romance to come, but we'll move on to the next one. The next one. This one was for Maria, and Maria only. And she didn't cop it, I don't think. I think she knew this one and she voted for this one because she thought it was the Amanda Gerard book. But lo and behold, Maria, they both were. And I did that for you. So I had the Midnight House and the Moon Gate. So on the left we had the Moon Gate and I just did a moon and a house because there was a house on the cover. And then for the Midnight House, I did the Midnight Clock. Maybe I should have done the key or the lock, but also a house because the Midnight House. So Maria voted for this because it was obviously more, like she saw it and instantly probably thought, that's the Midnight House, that's an Amanda Gerard book, and obviously didn't know what the other one was, but I put them both on there for her because she's been begging me to read Amanda Gerard since we met. The Moongate actually won with 66%, which I was shocked at, and Midnight House had 34%. So unfortunately we won't be getting to Midnight House this month, but we'll be getting to the Moongate. So Maria, I hope you're very, very happy about that. It wasn't the one you voted for, but you're still getting an Amanda book on my TBR. So that's the fourth book. And then the last one, I was hoping ye guys would cop what I had for the last one, because one I want to really see in the cinema. Now, it's fine. Like, this was the most starking percentage-wise that it was, like, separated. The rest were kind of, like, 60-30, 40-50 kind of thing. But this one was 29%. So 71% to one book, 29% to another one. So the emojis I had for this one was a daisy and like a strawberry, based on the cover you'll see in a second. And then the second one I had like an astronaut and like a satellite. And they were Picking Daisies on Sunday by Liana Sincotti. I think that's how you pronounce her name. And then Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir. And I really thought by the emojis people would know that I meant Project Hail Mary, because I really want to see it in the cinema. Now, people have said to listen to it in the audiobook, so I might do that. But Picking Daisies on Sundays actually won. And the reason I did the strawberries was because the strawberries on the table. But as well, obviously, because it's called Picking Daisies on Sunday, that's why I picked the daisies. I'm very, very happy that this is on the TBR. I've actually requested another one of Liana's books from Neck Alley. It's a summer of Fallen Stars or a Summer of Stars or something like that. And I do want to read Don't Be in Love as well. The cover of that is stunning. But that is the fifth book on the TBR. The reason I picked 5, I think I said this in the intro clip, was that I'm reading Keeping 13 and The Boys of Tommen, so I want to have the space to be able to read that because I know I'll get through them quite fast. So I want to be able to do that without having the pressure of like 6-7 books on the TBR. So our TBR for the month is, we have Normal People by Sally Rooney, Picking Daisies on Sunday by Liana Sincotti, The Moongate by Amanda Gerard, Loved One by Aisha Muhara. I'm so sorry if that's wrong. Everything to the Sea by Alicia Upano. This is the TBR for the month. Thank you so much, guys, for picking it. I was so happy to see how many people voted on it because I got a lot of votes, so it made it very easy to pick a TBR, and I'm very happy with the ones that you guys have picked. Let me know if you like this type of video, the type like letting it go into your hands, or do you prefer TBR jars, or do like prompts, or what do you prefer? I just thought it was really fun to kind of let you guys pick for once and see what you'd leave me with, and you've left me with an amazing selection. I'm delighted. Let me know if you've read any of these books, if any of them are on your TBR, and if there's any I should get to straight away in the month of May, but I'm very, very happy with my TBR, so thank you very much, guys, for picking my TBR for May, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.